Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a video about the things you must look at before you spend your hard-earned currencies on Klee's banner. In this video, we'll go through things that you might not be aware of, like the 100% guarantee, should you be using that, and how does the 90 pool work, what are your future banner options like the Xiao, and what are the other options in the future. 2 days after the Klee banner, we'll have the 1.1 patch with 2 new characters, and should you be saving yourself for those 2 characters like Zonli and Xiao over here. Also, I strongly recommend you guys to try the test run event for the Klee and the other 4-star units and get the bonus rewards. And also see if you like the characters. Do you like the attack animation? Do you like the attack range? How are the spells? Do you like them? Try it before you buy it. And also, if you're thinking if Klee is the limited character and you don't want to miss her out because she won't appear again, we do have no official news. So this is from the staff member unofficially. So they have talked about bringing back units like Venti and Klee in the future banners, but they haven't confirmed exactly when and how. This is because if they set as limit and scarce, people will likely to don't want to miss out and likely to spend more money in it. If they tell you don't worry, it will come back, then you won't spend more money in it, right? But eventually it's likely she will come back. And finally, we'll look at some of the decision makings we want to decide before we start to pull on those banners. To start things off, we know that the Klee banner and the weapon banner will be coming in a few hours after this video is posted. And things that we should be aware of is definitely the personal banner history. So how would you want to look at the personal banner history? I have showed you guys before, but let's go into it over here and I'll tell you guys why it's so important. If you go into your personal banner history by clicking on F3 and also history over here, what you can see is you can go into your character event wish. This is for the limited character for Klee, the Klee banner. And what you can see is you can see the date you found your last 5-star item. Or if you haven't found your 5-star item, and you can count how many is left for you to get 90 total rows. Now if you have found your 5-star character that is not Venti on the Venti banner, you have accumulated 100% guarantee on the next limited banner to guarantee yourself with the limited banner character. So coming back to the Excel over here, if you are sitting on the 100% guarantee of the 5-star item, next time you roll, you have a chance of getting the 5-star item before 90 rolls or get it after 90 rolls, and your guaranteed 5-star item here will guarantee to be the limited banner unit because you had this item ready in your account. But if this was to be used on Klee banner, you might not have it readily available if you really want to Xiao or the new characters that's coming in the future. I do have a previous video to explain this more detail and also the Excel I'm showing you over here. Now if you didn't have the 100% guarantee because you didn't get a 5-star item yet, you want to know how many pulls are left for you to get the 5-star item. Because similar to the 100% guarantee, this is also a resource. If you pulled on the Venti, you didn't get a character. Let's say you put 60 on Venti, you have 30 left to 90. This is also a resource. If you save those accumulated pulls, not on Klee, but maybe on the later banners, you might be rewarded with more characters. And this brings us to the next part. What are the next banners and what should we be looking for alternative to Klee? So the next limited banner is likely going to be Xiao because this is how the banner has worked in beta, and this is why we know Klee is on this current banner. And Xiao here is an MNO, polearm, S-tier DPS unit. If we have a quick look at Xiao over here, just look at his ultimate alone, you can see that in exchange of HP loss, he increased his damage output by 68.8%, and this turns him into a demon form. He is a very powerful lanced DPS, and he is not to be underestimated. Also at the same time, 2 days after the Klee banner, what we're going to have is the patch 1.1 with new characters and new content. Zonli and Xiao are the 2 5-star characters that is likely going to be on the permanent banner. It is not known yet, but people are assuming those characters won't be on the limited banners because the way they design it, they also want you to pull on the permanent banners, and the limited banners may be Mona or Kachin after Xiao. Now if you do want the update and the details of the leaked characters, I suggest to come to some of those older videos and have a look at what those characters are about and some of the speculations on those characters. For our next point, try it before you buy it. What I recommend is coming over here. If you see the previous test run event, what they allow you to do is you get a reward for trying out the characters that is in the limited banner, and also you can go into the dungeons and you can actually try the character out. This is very important for 2 reasons. One is that you can see what this character synergizes with and you can get a feel of the character, because if you do spend your currencies on the character, you'll be with this character for a while. What if you don't like her ultimate? Vessel's ultimate is very underwhelming, and her attacks are not that great, but her support abilities are really good. So you really want to try the character out and get a feel how the character synergizes with the existing character. If you're using Klee or if you're using Amber on the team, you can even know how they kind of interact together. But also keep in mind, while you're test running the character, those are scaled upwards. Characters usually are not this strong, so they're scaled up to level 80, and this makes you feel good with the numbers. The biggest thing is try the attack range of Klee and try the animations of all the characters, try the ultimate, and you can try multiple times to get a feel of it. Now, because we cannot refund the characters after we pull on those banners, it's the best way we try it before we buy it, and this goes for Klee and all the 4 stars that's available in the banner. Next up, we often get caught up with the Pokemon effect of try to catch them all. Klee is one of the limited characters. Very similar to Venti, we don't know when Klee is going to be coming back. And previously on Discord, from the staff members, unofficially, they didn't confirm this, they said it's likely those limited characters will be coming back, but they're purposely not telling the date and not giving any information on it, because if they do, people are not going to have the Pokemon effect. They won't try to catch everything, and they feel like they're not missing out. They don't want people to not spend money. They're still here to make money, right? So they did not say when the units are coming back, but it is very likely those units will eventually come back. I can't say the exact date, likely at least 2 or 3 months. I think they're going to have a good period of time, so those that didn't miss out feel better about it, and if you spent money on the Venti banner, you feel better if the Venti is a limited character for at least 3 to 4 months. And finally, we have a very important point I want to share with you guys. You should try to decide before you start pulling or rolling in the Klee banner. Now, if you do decide to roll in any of the banners, try to decide yourself a few of those questions before you actually start. You want to think logically instead of emotionally, impulse buying, impulse shopping or raging because you're tilted because of you don't get lucky. If you get lucky, then doesn't matter, right? You're not going to be spending money if you get lucky. If you get lucky, you're not going to worry about spending. You're not going to worry about, the emotional part of it. You just be happy. But if you do get unlucky, what are your plans? Are you going to say, okay, I'm going to sit here and just chill with whatever I get, I'll just be happy with it? Or are you the type of person that feels really emotional, impulsive, or a little angry because you didn't get it? And you're going to see a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube, a lot of Reddit posts about getting those characters. And if you're feeling, a little lost, a little tilted, then you might consider spending. Then, it's okay to spend in games. And, if the game's worth it, you want to support the developers, it's okay. But what I recommend is think about your limit before you start rolling. What is your budget? Let's say for me, if I'm really going deep and I'll be like, okay, I watch a movie for $30, I buy snacks for I buy snacks for $15. So in total, the movie cost me $50. That's okay. I do it once a week. I'm not going to say I watch 10 movies in a week. 1 movie a week will be okay. So I have a budget for the movie. Similarly, we try to set a budget on your own personal situation for the banners or how much you want to spend in the game before you roll. After you roll, what's going to happen is you get emotional, you buy some, you don't get it, then this repeat. Before you know it, you actually spend hundreds and even thousands. I was there once with one of the older gacha games when I first tried those games, and that's why I keep warning you guys. It's important to make the decision before you get too emotional. And lastly, on the topic of getting too emotional, if you find yourself to be a little impulsive, same as I did when I first started gacha games, I do ask myself, if I'm planning to spend, okay, I decide I want to spend my budget, or like a little less than a budget, then can I delay my spending for a few hours, or even as long as for a day? If I can delay it, it's okay, because I just go to sleep, I come back tomorrow, I decide if I want to spend with a fresh mind. And also, whatever emotion I'm feeling up right now, I might not feel the same. Many in my lives, not just gacha games, just going to the supermarket or shopping, I see a vacuum cleaner, I don't know why vacuum cleaner, I see a fruit juicer, I see a juicer, now like I need a juicer in my life, and the juicer is $1.99, and I'm like, I can save for 2 weeks for a juicer. And then I bought it, and I went home, I was like, what do I do with the juicer? It's a terrible impulsive decision to buy a super juicer. And then I try to juice things, and I'll rarely use it that much. So I guess that's not the best example, but just delay the spending for a few hours or maybe one day and then come back to it. It's like, do I really need a juicer in my life? And maybe you look at it, it's like, okay, I still need it, I still want it, then go ahead with the decision, knowing that you made a better decision this way. Now, to summarize this video, it is very important we understand our own banner history, that we understand the 100% guarantee if we already had a 5-star item that is not Venti on the Venti banner. This is a resource. We don't want to waste it if you don't know about it. We can also look at our alternatives on the next few banners with Xiao and also the 5-star characters that are coming into the permanent banner. This can be nice. The reason being is that even when the units are in a permanent banner, they will also have a small chance to be in the Xiao banner. So as you pull on Xiao, you might get Zone Li, you might get Child. So this is something we want to think about before pulling on the kill banner. And lastly, make sure we don't get caught up with the Pokemon effect and always try it before we buy it. I should have tried the juicer first, right? So hopefully you guys find it helpful. Now I know I just posted one of the videos that can be a little self-conflicting with this one about the must tries or the must haves for the 4 stars in the kill banner. This is to highlight the build with the artifact and weapon guide, and our current video is about the decisions we make before getting those characters. The previous video is what happens when you have those characters, where should you go with them, what are the items, what are the gears you can use with them. This video is considered before you go for the banners. There's a few things it's very nice to think about. Now if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.